Next, we'll be looking at the Locations and Resources section of the dashboard, where you can explore farm worker-related locations. In this map, we have various types of location data that include H2A housing sites, H2A work sites, farms inspected by OSHA, farms inspected by the Wage and Hour Division, migrant health centers, community health centers, farm-worker-serving organizations, migrant and seasonal Head Start sites, as well as national farm-worker job program sites. We also have a shapefile layer that allows you to see 1 hour drive to migrant health center sites areas, and I can go into more detail soon. First, just want to give you some instructions on how to use the dashboard. So you can select the state or county on the left-hand toolbar to zoom in on a specific location. That's using these here. You can add or delete layers of location by clicking on the layers icon and selecting which locations to include on the map. The layers icon can be found here. You can hover over any location for additional details. And you can use the download data to export a CSV of H2A locations and accompanying details in the location section. Now, we also link important directories here that are related to farm worker locations. Now, before we get into the sites themselves, we have two important filters that allow you to filter all types of data by date. So the H2A employment begin date and the H2A employment end date are filtering out different kinds of H2A housing sites and H2A work sites. So for instance, here I have any job that is starting in 2023 and ending at any point in 2024. The reason you would want to use this is if you're looking for farm workers that are specific to certain job orders, to certain types of contracts that are happening during certain times of the year. If we're looking at Alabama, once again, you can hover over an H2A worksite. Here, you'll find relevant information about this specific worksite. You can see the employer name, the address, city, state, county, zip code, as well as the total H2A workers requested and the number that were ultimately certified. So you can expect to find up to 4 workers in this specific location. Comparatively, you can find up to 10 workers in this location, and those are specifically H2A workers. Next, we'll look at other layers. We can add H2A housing sites, like so. Here, the major difference is you can see the total occupancy. So at this specific housing site, you may find up to 3 H2A workers and potentially other farm workers in the area. Next, we'll look at farms, and we'll deselect the H2A sites. Here, you can find a farm inspected by WHD, and you can find the name of the farm as well as the address. Now, we've selected health centers. Here you can see the different kinds of health centers across the country. These include community health centers, as well as migrant health centers that specifically serve farm workers. We can also explore program and organizational sites. These include National Farm Worker Jobs Program sites, migrant and seasonal Head Start sites, as well as other miscellaneous farm worker-serving organizations. One last key piece I'd like to show you is if you select migrant health centers and you select the drive time areas, you can get a sense for the areas that are medically underserved. So for instance, if we look at this specific migrant health center, everyone in this gray area has access to a migrant health center and can drive up to 1 hour to find a migrant health center, such as this one or this one. Now, if a farm worker exists or lives outside of this gray area, then they would be considered medically underserved because they have to drive more than 1 hour to a migrant health center site. Thank you.